in the Holy Quran of the Moore Science Temple of America, in chapter 11, there is a holy instruction labeled number 26, and it reads, because all forms of life on every plane are thoughts of Allah, all creatures think, and every creature is possessed of will, and in its measure has the power to choose. When you're looking at this, the term in its measure means according to its true nature. According to the true nature of all thinking things, there's a power allotted for choices. And the word choice is actually another way of saying ability to direct force. Well, some might say, okay, well, people have chosen to do some pretty sick things. People have chosen to do things that are utterly abominations and utterly disrespectful to he/she who has given that spirit of form, a life to live on this plane. Indeed. What you're seeing right there, when you're talking about the misbehavior, the apparent misuse of your thinking abilities and capabilities, what we see with our physical eyes is but a reflex. It's just the character traits. All right, it's the reflex of a mindset. And even though what we're seeing is ill and appears to go totally contrary at times to the very nature of mankind, you're still yet seeing the nature of man play out. Okay, and how so? Because it is actually in the nature of man to create a context wherein man can develop and evolve man's self. In the Holy Quran of the Moore Science Temple of America, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali instructs us that Allah did not create a heaven or a hell for man. Man is a creator and creates his own. Well, not only does man create a heaven and a hell for himself, he creates everything in between. And in between that heaven and the hell that he can create for himself is also a context, a condition wherein he can develop, okay, and evolve and work out the possibilities of himself. Therefore, even by misuse of his abilities, that misuse still creates for man a situation, a soil, so to speak, wherein he will grow and develop due to the suffrages of a misuse of abilities. And this is natural. What do you mean this is natural? Well, the great God of the universe gave man the ability to will, to create situations, while also being the all-knowing. The great God also knew that while man could create, man did not have the wisdom and the developed strength and things of that nature to create constantly in accord with the will of the Creator. Therefore, it stands to reason that it is natural for us to take our abilities, misuse those abilities, thereby placing us in conditions of suffrage, out of which grows the most beautiful flowers. It's natural for life to suffer in order for its development, and man learns by what man suffers.